All right, and we are back at it again. Let's see, it makes it a little bit straighter. There we go. Some more pack openings. We're going to do 2 Strixhaven, a Karlov Manor, and a Turtles. We are still searching for the Delney Streetwise lookout for my Heir Apparent deck from Karlov Manor. So that is the main chase we're looking for. Everything else, we're just seeing what we pull. Seekers of Strixhaven box has been very good to me. No complaints whatsoever there. So we'll do Strixhaven, Turtles, Strixhaven, and we'll save Karlov for the end, since that's where I am most looking for something. All right, let's jump into it. Been really enjoying this new set. I enjoy the Emeritus cards. We got a token card at the back, so we're just gonna pull that out right now. Got Tenured Concoctor. Send in the Pests. Send in the Pest. Honor-bound Page. Textbook Tabulator. Zealous Lorecaster. Page Loose Leaf. Elemental Mascot. Vibrant Outburst. Thornfish Striker. Inkshape Demonstrator. Then Slumbering Trudge. Plant Beast. I've not heard of this one. Okay, this creature enters with a number of stun counters on it equal to 3 minus X. If it enters with a stun counter on it, tap it. If a permanent with a stun counter would become untapped, remove one from it instead. And then the Mythical Archive is Repel Calamity. That's the first time I pulled that one. I also put that to the side. I like to check the market prices on the rares and mythics. And for this set, the Mythical Archives, just to see. Seize the Spoils is the foil. It's a cool looking foil. And then Fields of Strife. All right, on to TMNT. This pack is marked as $5.99. I found a crazy deal online and picked up 5 packs for like $2.70 a piece, which just happened to find a good online deal from a local game store. Is running a special, so definitely did not spend $5.99 on these packs. When I find a deal, I try to snag them while I can. All right, we got Crustacean Commando, Primordial Pachyderm, Eastwind Avatar, one of my favorite arts from this set, Mauser Foundry, Sewer Valence Cam, Squirrelinoids, Slithering Cryptid, Mighty Mutimals, Paramesia Coliniax, it's a hard one to say, Leonardo, a Big Brother, then Raph and Leo, Sibling Rivals. We're going to note for Raph and Leo attack. If it's the first combat phase of the turn, on tap 1 or 2 target attacking creatures after this phase, there is an additional combat phase. I think I've already pulled that one. I've opened up a lot of turtle cards. I have a full box and a half so far, a little bit more than that. So I have a lot of them. Rat King, Verminister. I have not pulled this one. Disappear at the beginning of your end step. If a permanent left the battlefield under your control this turn, create a 1/1 black rat creature token and put a +1/+1 counter on Rat King. Sacrifice 3 rats, return target creature card and all other cards with the same name as that card from your graveyard to the battlefield tapped. Be good in a rat deck. I think that's the point. Death in the Family. Illegitimate Business. Mutagen. And Ninja. All right. On to our other Strixhaven pack. I feel like I haven't pulled much great out of Strixhaven since the first 7 or 8 packs where I pulled a bunch of crazy good cards. I feel like I burned through all the good stuff at the very beginning of the box, but let's see if we can turn that luck back around. Tackle Artist. Oracle's Restoration. First time I've seen that one. Masterful Flourish. Owlin Historian. Banishing Betrayal. Bogwater Lumerette. Additive Evolution. Rabid Attack, Prismari Charm, Summon Dromedary, then Molten Core Maestro Menace. Opus. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, put a +1/+1 counter on this creature. If 5 or more mana was spent to cast that spell, add an amount of red equal to this creature's power. That's pretty cool. And then the Mythical Archive is Monstrous Rage. I really like the art on that. And then we've got a Ulna Alley Shopkeep foil, a Forest, and an Inkling Spirit. All right, searching for Delney. Streetwise, look out and see if we can pull it. I think the card itself is $40 or $50. That's why I'm hoping to pull it. So let's get this in order. All right. We've got Market Watch Phantom, Macabre Reconstruction. I always want to say Macabre, but no, that's not right. Rift Burst Hellion, Public Thoroughfare, Bite Down on Crime, take a bite out of crime. Rebel Belt Braggart, Benthic Criminologist, Expose the Culprit, No More Lies, Undercity Eliminator, Concealed Weapon. I don't see how that's a concealed weapon. It's a huge sword hidden behind your back, just poking out both sides. Not really concealed. And then, oh, Mythic. Urgent Necropsy. Necropsy. As an additional cost to cast a spell, collect Evidence X, where X is the total mana value of the permanents the spell targets. Destroy up to 1 target artifact, up to 1 target creature, up to 1 target enchantment, and up to 1 target planeswalker. That's kind of ridiculous. And then, oh, foil showcase card. All right. That is Demand Answers. That's very pretty. And then a foil mountain. I really like that mountain. That's going in deck. That's pretty cool. And then the art card is Ruckus Theater. Very nice. All right. So no Delney Streetwise Lookout, but we did pull Mythic, which is always fun. Let's check the market prices on these. We'll do the Mythical Archives first because they're most likely not, since they're both uncommon, they're not going to be worth that much. And then we'll check out the rest with the Mythic being the last. All right, starting with Monstrous Rage. Let's see what this is going for. If I can spell monstrous correctly. Missed an S in there. There we go. That is a 26-cent card. So nothing crazy. And then the Repel Calamity. And all these Mythical Archive cards are reprints of older cards, I believe. That's a 23-cent card. All right. A lot of them are uncommons. There are a couple. I think there's a Vampiric Tutor. Not Demonic. I think just Vampiric. All right. And then there's a Force of Will, I think, in there too, which would be a sweet pull. All right. We have Slumbering Trudge, which is my first time hearing of this card. So I'm curious. See, that is a 37-cent card. So no big hits so far. Let's see. Let's do the other Strixhaven. Molten Core Maestro. There we go. Huh. Apparently there's a couple of them. That is $1.61. So we'll put that off to the side. That is the current leader of the knights. Next we'll do Raph and Leo. I'm pretty sure this is my second or third one of these I've pulled. Let's see. Raph and Leo. Sibling rivals. That is $1.30. So we got $1.16 and $1.30. Really sticking around that $1 mark. And then we've got Rat King Verminister. That is an 80-cent card. Then Urgent Necropsy, which seems pretty crazy if you've got the mana to play it. That is a 32-cent card. So the big hits tonight are Raph and Leo and Molten Core Maestro. As always, till next time, check y'all later.